What role do you see like traditional publishers in helping businesses with their content marketing? I noticed you brought up Philly.com as your example. Actually, work for Philly.com.
Okay.
Did you get permission from us to use that slide?
Yes.
What's that?
That was good.
Okay, well, how do you see them helping businesses out with their content marketing?
Yeah, it's really interesting. The intersection of traditional media, actually traditional publishers, for lack of a better way of saying it, PR, social media, there's a lot of overlap at this point. And Bob brought up the point earlier of, if you're going to engage in PR, not to make it strictly about that, but the idea of creating content or trying to get traditional publishers to publish content that is truly newsworthy is something I think a lot of people, I'm going a little to the left of your question, but people really underestimate what is quote unquote newsworthy. What you think, that goes back to nobody cares about you, what you think is important to an audience at large, and it's one thing to send an email to your customers, but to go out more broadly to traditional publishers and try to get them to cover what you think is a story is going to be very, very difficult. I think in the future, I see PR playing a much bigger role. Let me back up. A lot of public relations companies dove into social media the way a lot of direct response companies dove into digital. They saw it as a thing that was profitable and they said, we do it, and they started doing it. But I think they accidentally got into something that could be very, very valuable because social media is white noise to the nth degree. If you can create, but social media that trends is newsworthy. So they're really PR and the ability to make news and the ability to decide what is newsworthy is central, not just to content marketing, but to social media and to what traditional publishers eventually put on their websites or put in print, whoever still puts it in print. So I basically see I can't make any specific predictions, but I do think that we're going to see a lot more intersection between traditional publishers, PR people, and social media leveraging each of these things, and even search. Because if I'm a publisher, I'm not in your world, but I'm guessing that if I'm a publisher and I'm thinking about which of these two story ideas am I going to run with on the front page tomorrow, maybe search is going to dictate that. And in a way, that you go now to the right of that question. That creates a question about culture. Like, what kind of culture are we building here where we're getting exactly what we want all the time because media is responding to us instead of responding to what they think we should tell. There's that great Henry Ford quote, if I'd have asked people what they wanted, it was the faster horses, right? So there's a responsibility, I think, for media to give us things that we might be interested in and not just to look at what people are showing us that they want. So I was all over the place with that, but I found myself very interesting while I was talking.